come out a little bit, but not just yet. We have some cool and breezy conditions this morning, which is a lot better from what we've seen earlier this week with that heat wave.
Get rid of that humidity.
Exactly. Vicki's here to get you out the door with weather in a minute.
Well, good Friday morning. It is a pleasant start to the day, feeling a lot more comfortable than it did at this time yesterday. We're in the 60s right now, and you'll notice when you step outside that we have that lower humidity. We had a stronger front move through yesterday and brought some storms that packed a punch, and now we're back to some sunshine throughout the day. 69 in Worcester right now, 67 in Hopkinton, 68 in Concord, Massachusetts, 61 in Concord, New Hampshire, 72 in Boston, 75 in Mansfield. I'm also looking at some lower visibility closer to, say, the Norwood area, so just a heads up with that, and also some fog over Nantucket where we're 71 degrees, 66 in Sandwich, and 70 for Yarmouth. For a zip trip in Hanover today, we're going to see plenty of sunshine early on, maybe cool enough for the start that I would recommend some type of sweatshirt, but then as we're wrapping things up closer to 10 o'clock, we'll be in the mid 70s. Feeling cooler today. We have that lower humidity, inland areas in low 80s, 70s along the coast, 80s tomorrow, and by Sunday we're back to near 90 degrees with a touch more of that humidity. All the closer look at when we could see some isolated pop-up Sunday coming up. Let's get a check of the roads right now with Kat.
Absolutely. So we have some really nice weather in store for us over the next couple of days. Today will be the coolest of the next few days heading into the weekend. If you're heading to the beach, we're in the mid 70s, and keep in mind it is also going to be a little bit breezy. That wind direction initially from the north, then eventually northeast and east. So that onshore wind leaving the coastline cooler. Water temperatures now at 70 degrees, and it is going to be a little choppy out there with waves anywhere from 2 to 4 feet. So if you're heading to area beaches, you'll still need the sunscreen. We're in the mid 70s. You might even need that beach sweatshirt if you're heading out early. I'll have a closer look at when we're back to 90 degrees coming up.
All right, Vicki, I'm seeing those trees kind of blowing around in the traffic cameras. I'm loving it.
It is a bit breezy today, so we are starting the day off. It's a lot more quiet than it was at this time, or I should say last night when we had some stronger storms rolling through. It was not for everybody, but where we had the storms, they certainly packed a punch. Now we're left with temperatures in the 60s and 70s. I'm also watching some fog over Nantucket right now where that visibility is a little bit lower. Cool enough in some spots. You might want the long sleeves heading out, but later today it's going to feel really nice if you're standing in the sunshine. We will have an onshore wind with that sea breeze leaving the coastline cooler in the mid 70s, inland areas in the low 80s, and you'll notice that lower humidity, but we will hold on to that breeze throughout the day. Tonight's going to feel comfortable. Upper 50s, low 60s overnight. You could get by with opening up the windows, enjoying that fresh air. And as far as the weekend goes, if you're heading to area beaches, Saturday is going to be slightly warmer from, say, Falmouth through Dennis. We're in the upper 70s for Saturday, near 80 degrees by Sunday. And then across parts of the South Shore, we'll be in the low 80s, even upper 70s for Situate Saturday with mid 80s on Sunday. Now from the North Shore, Marblehead, 70s Saturday, 80s Sunday, and you can see that across parts of the seacoast, it's going to be a little bit warmer on Sunday, upper 80s, near 90 degrees. So Sunday, certainly the warmer day this weekend. It's going to feel a little bit more humid as well, but this is when we have the threat for our next chance for rain. I don't see much out there. An isolated pop-up or two anytime after 3 o'clock. A lot of this rain coming in from the north, and it's just going to be fizzling out as it gets closer to us. Still something to watch. I also want to put this on your radar right now. We're watching Tropical Storm Erin. It is expected to become a hurricane later today. A major hurricane over the weekend. And as it heads towards the Leeward Islands, this is going to bring heavy rain and stronger wind. It does look like it's going to stay off the East Coast, but that could still bring us some dangerous surf and rip currents next week. We'll have to watch some of those winds as well, approaching parts of the coastline, but it does look like the center of that will stay offshore. Locally, we're going to see quiet weather today, warming by the weekend, and next week looking pretty cool too. Highs in the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, Vicki, you wouldn't think in the middle of August we'd be reliving the blizzard of 78. With Gene,
it's a year-round proposition.
It's a year-round thing.
I feel like that's expected of Gene. We always talk about the blizzard of 78, and that's okay. Right. It's okay. You know, as far as today goes, it's fantastic weather for a zip trip in Hanover. In Boston, we're right around 76 degrees this afternoon. In Hanover, right around 75 degrees. Noticeably cooler than it was yesterday. Also not as humid. We'll enjoy that sunshine throughout the day. Just a couple of passing clouds at times.
and it is going to be on the breezy side. Across New England, sunshine is going to be present. We're looking at mid-80s away from the coastline. Coastal spots, because of that onshore wind, will stay in the mid-70s. Still that lower humidity, that breeze as well. And then the warm-up returns for the weekend. Saturday, mid-80s, near 90 degrees by Sunday. It comes with more of that humidity and even an isolated chance for a shower or storm Sunday afternoon. All the latest time frame for that rain coming up. It is looking fantastic for the zip trip today and this afternoon. Temperatures in the 70s along the coastline, mid-70s for the Cape and Islands, 80s inland. It's feeling cooler today, but close to where we should be this time of year. But you'll notice that lower humidity. It's also a bit on the breezy side, and that wind direction coming in from the northeast, anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. 50s and 60s overnight tonight with a lighter wind, a clear sky, a comfortable night ahead. And then this weekend, it's going to be warming up. So highs on Saturday in the mid-80s, 90s by Sunday. It comes with more of that humidity and eventually some rain as well. Putting this on your radar, it's not a guarantee we see rain on Sunday, but it's our next best chance. You'll notice after 3 o'clock, an isolated pop-up is possible locally. However, most of that rain is going to be across northern New England. As that gets closer to us, it does tend to fall apart using this Futurecast model, so it's something we'll have to watch closely. But it will reinforce some cooler temperatures for the start of next week. We could use the rain right about now. These areas of yellow and tan show, the yellow shows abnormally dry conditions. The tan shows a moderate drought. So as the dry stretch continues, so will the drought conditions in some spots. As far as our 7-day forecast goes, sunshine today, warming up over the weekend, 90 degrees Sunday, and then we're back into the 70s next week with not much for rain.